Las Vegas has always been the city that never sleeps, but now something changed. Hotels are empty, casinos are losing millions, and even taxis sit idle. International tourists are staying away, and locals are feeling the squeeze. The city's problems are now shaking the travel industry. How did Las Vegas, of all places, cause such a shockwave? Stay with us. The stats in the problem. Las Vegas still glows at night, but beneath the shine, trouble is slowly growing. The famous strip looks busy, yet the money is not moving as it once did. Caesars Entertainment, the company that owns Caesars Palace, is expected to report another weak quarter. This has raised concern across the city. A project to tear down the rotunda near the strip has been stopped. Instead of progress, the space now sits still, used by visitors to rest, adding to the feeling that the city has lost its forward push. Casino companies have tried to fix these problems with heavy advertising. They want hotel rooms full and casino floors busy, but ads alone cannot hide deeper issues. One important sign is revenue per available room, known as Rev PAR. This shows how much money hotels make from their rooms. Right now, this number is falling fast. It clearly shows that fewer guests are staying, and those who stay are paying less than before. Early figures from the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority reveal a sharp drop in activity. In July, visitor numbers and room occupancy fell by about 17% compared to the same time the year before. These numbers are not final, but they are large enough to cause worry. A drop this big sends fear through investors, workers, and business owners. Many people now feel that Las Vegas no longer offers good value. Those who still visit are also spending less. Prices along the strip have climbed higher each year. Guests now pay for parking, resort fees, food, shows, and small comforts that were once free. What used to feel like an easy escape now feels expensive at every step. Because of this, many visitors shorten their trips, skip activities, or avoid the city completely. This change hurts casino companies deeply. Their success depends on guests spending freely. After the pandemic, casinos pushed hard to earn as much as possible from each visitor. Now, this plan is failing. When guests feel pressured, they spend less. This leads to lower gaming income, empty rooms, and quiet casino floors. Air travel numbers show the same pattern. Data from Harry Reid International Airport shows fewer passengers arriving. In November, usually the busiest month, the airport served about 4.3 million travelers. This was down by roughly 9.6% from the year before. October also saw an 8.2% drop. Fewer flights mean fewer people entering casinos. Big events once helped fill rooms during slow seasons. The Formula One, Las Vegas Grand Prix
is up on the benchmark, but where can Sergio Perez go? Crucial that he improves. 12th fastest time for him. It's Albon, Bottas, Colapinto, and Lawson in the drops.
Brought crowds in recent years. This time, the race faced problems. A major government shutdown happened at the same time, causing uncertainty and changing travel plans. All these signs point to growing tension. Las Vegas still feels alive, but cracks are forming. Workers face fewer hours, small businesses feel the strain, and the city seems to be waiting. The lights shine, but behind them, Las Vegas stands at a turning point, hoping for better days ahead. But what's the actual problem? Let's find out. The money flow. Las Vegas has always been a business before anything else. Behind the flashing lights, loud music, and promise of excitement, every casino exists for one clear reason. That reason is to make money. For many years, this system worked smoothly. Visitors arrived in huge numbers, spent without worry, and rarely stopped to question the cost. The city felt endless, generous, and full of reward. But over time, something quietly changed, and now Las Vegas is feeling the weight of that change. For several years, casinos followed one main path to higher profits. They raised prices again and again. Meals became more expensive. Shows demanded higher ticket prices. Parking that was once free now came with a charge. Extra fees appeared everywhere. At first, visitors accepted it. Las Vegas still felt special, and many believed the experience was worth the money. Slowly, though, people began to notice. They compared prices. They thought more carefully. The magic started to feel expensive. Casinos could still adjust smaller things. They could offer discounts on shows. They could lower food prices or create special deals. They could combine offers and make them sound appealing. But there was always one area casinos believed was untouchable. One place where money could always be recovered. That place was hotel rooms. Room revenue was the safety net of Las Vegas. No matter what happened elsewhere, rooms were expected to deliver steady profit. Visitors always needed a place to sleep. Busy weekends, major events, and peak seasons pushed prices higher year after year. For decades, room revenue was the strongest support holding the entire system together. Now that support is weakening, the decline in room revenue is not a small problem. It is serious enough to send shockwaves far beyond the Strip. When Las Vegas struggles, the entire travel world feels it. The city has grown too large to fail quietly. Its rise and fall affect far more than its own streets. Before the pandemic shutdown, the average hotel room in Las Vegas cost around $150 per night. When travel returned, prices did more than recover. They surged.
For a while there, the hotel rooms in Vegas were just going up in price every single month. We went from about $150 per night on average before the COVID shutdown.
Average room prices climbed past $250 and, at times, reached $300. Month after month, prices kept rising. Casinos believed demand would never slow. Now, the opposite is happening. Prices are falling, and they are falling quickly. The speed of this drop surprised casino leaders. They expected a gentle correction. Instead, the market pushed back hard. Revenue per available room, known as RevPAR, has dropped by about 29% in just a few months. That kind of fall is not normal. It is not seasonal. It is a deep and painful break. This damage is so large that it affects national hotel data. When Las Vegas is removed from the numbers, hotel performance across the country looks stable. Other cities appear steady. Resort towns seem balanced. But when Las Vegas is included, it creates a deep hole in the data. Years of high prices have finally caught up, and the truth can no longer be hidden. For a long time, Las Vegas relied on a special kind of visitor to stay strong. These were convention guests. They were not counting every dollar. They were supported by companies. They attended meetings, trade shows, and large events. They booked rooms in large blocks, spent freely, and rarely complained about price. Conventions were the city's shield during slow times. When leisure travel slowed, conventions filled hotels. When families left after summer, events arrived. When travelers stayed home early in the year, conventions kept the city moving. This system worked for many years. Now, it is weakening. Conventions are not disappearing, but they are no longer strong enough to carry the city alone. Attendance has dropped. Growth has slowed. Events that once filled every room now leave gaps. Some conventions once brought around 150,000 people into Las Vegas. Those crowds supported workers at every level. Today, even these massive gatherings are shrinking. Attendance at major conventions has fallen by more than 8%. That small number hides a big truth. Thousands fewer visitors mean thousands of empty rooms and countless lost opportunities. Conventions still bring billions of dollars each year, but growth has stopped. In a city built on constant expansion, standing still feels like falling. Las Vegas now faces a painful choice. Lower prices too fast, and profits vanish. Hold prices too high, and rooms stay empty. Either path hurts. The sure bet is no longer sure. The city has survived many storms, but this one strikes at its core. Room revenue was the final shield, and now even that shield is bending. Vegas taxis struggle. Las Vegas is a city built on movement and constant motion. The bright lights, loud sounds, and endless energy depend on people always arriving and leaving. Visitors fill hotel rooms, line up at restaurants, and crowd casino floors day and night. Taxis, Ubers, and Lyfts once thrived in this steady rhythm. For many years, drivers could depend on a constant stream of passengers from the airport, the Strip, and major events. That movement was not just noise and color, it was how people earned a living. Today, that rhythm is slowly fading. Streets that were once full of taxis and rideshare cars now feel calmer and quieter. Drivers are finding it harder to survive, and the impact spreads across the city. Taxi drivers especially are being hit in ways most visitors never see. A system that once offered steady work has slowed sharply, creating stress and fear for many families. In the past, a taxi driver arriving at Harry Reid International Airport could expect to pick up a passenger within 20 to 25 minutes. That pace allowed drivers to earn enough to cover fuel, car repairs, and daily needs. It gave them confidence and stability. They could plan their lives, support their families, and feel proud of their work while keeping the city moving forward. Now that pattern has broken down. Many drivers wait much longer just to find one rider. Some spend more than an hour and a half sitting at the airport before getting a fare. When a trip finally comes, it might only pay $10 or $20. That small amount barely covers fuel costs. It does not help with insurance, maintenance, or household bills. Every day has become uncertain, filled with waiting and worry. This slowdown affects more than just drivers. It reflects deeper changes across Las Vegas. Casinos are reducing staff, hotels are seeing fewer guests, and restaurants feel the drop in traffic. One clear sign appears in local pubs and dining spots. Places that once required long waits now seat guests almost immediately. The busy feeling that defined the city has softened. Even popular bars feel quieter than before. Uber and Lyft drivers face the same struggle. Fewer visitors mean fewer ride requests. Drivers often wait hours for trips that bring little reward. Many have cut their driving time or search for other work. In a city that depends on constant travel, the decline in rides shows how much pressure the economy is under. Local residents notice the change too. Streets feel calmer, work shifts shrink, and daily routines are disrupted. Service workers earn fewer tips when crowds thin. Small businesses suffer when foot traffic slows. Food trucks, coffee shops, and corner stores all depend on steady movement. When that movement fades, uncertainty grows for everyone. Casinos, long seen as the backbone of the city, are adjusting to this new reality. Layoffs have become more common, especially in areas tied to high visitor numbers. Fewer tourists mean less spending, and that pain spreads beyond casino walls. Each empty room and quiet hallway adds to the feeling that the city is fragile. Events that once guaranteed full streets are no longer dependable. Conventions and major shows do not draw the same crowds as before. When attendance drops, drivers feel it immediately. Without travelers moving between airports, hotels, and venues, the entire system slows. For drivers, the cost is not only money. Long waits without income bring stress and fear. Families that rely on this work must rethink how to pay rent and cover daily needs. As still, hope remains. Las Vegas has faced hard times before. The city knows how to adapt. For now, drivers keep waiting. They watch the streets hoping the rhythm returns. In a city powered by motion, every quiet moment reminds everyone how much movement truly matters. But how are they going to fix these problems? Let's find out. LVCVA. Las Vegas has always lived on the footsteps of its visitors. The lights glow because people arrive. The shows exist because seats are filled. The casinos breathe because money moves across tables and floors. Behind all of this stands one powerful group, the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority, known as the LVCVA. Their task is simple in words, but heavy in responsibility. They must invite the world to Las Vegas and convince people to keep coming back. For many years, the LVCVA succeeded. They poured hundreds of millions of dollars into promotion. Ads appeared on television during major sports moments and across international markets. These messages painted Las Vegas as exciting, bold, and unlike any other place. Big events such as the Formula One Grand Prix and the Super Bowl became shining stages to display luxury, speed, and spectacle. The city felt unstoppable. Now, that feeling is changing. Visitors are becoming careful. Hotel prices feel higher. Meals cost more. Extra fees appear everywhere. Entertainment no longer feels easy to enjoy. For many travelers, the total cost of a visit feels heavy. Because of this, fewer people are arriving. Others stay for shorter trips. Even those who come watch their spending closely, counting every dollar. The LVCVA has noticed this shift. They understand that rising costs and changing habits are hurting the city. In response, they announced plans to increase advertising spending by 30%. This is a bold move. It shows urgency and belief in marketing power. The goal is to remind people that Las Vegas still offers excitement, energy, and unforgettable moments, even with higher prices. Still, the numbers reveal stress. Tourism figures through October show a drop of about 7.6% compared to the year before. Hotel occupancy sits near 80.8%. That sounds strong, yet many rooms remain empty. The average nightly room price on the Strip is around $195. For many travelers, that feels steep. These figures suggest people are thinking twice before booking trips or opening their wallets. Reputation is now at risk. Las Vegas once stood for abundance. Visitors felt free to spend without fear. Gambling, dining, and entertainment felt generous and rewarding. Today, caution has replaced ease. Guests notice every charge, meals feel expensive, hotel stays feel tight. When each part of a trip feels costly, joy slowly fades. The LVCVA faces difficult choices. They must decide who to speak to. One option is to target wealthy travelers who can spend without concern. These visitors help protect profits and fill high-end spaces. Another option is to reach everyday tourists, families, and casual travelers. These guests once formed the heart of the city. Convincing them that value still exists is harder but vital. Spending more on advertising does not guarantee success. The message matters, timing matters, trust matters. Visitors must feel that the experience matches the price. Without that belief, even the loudest campaign can fall flat. The LVCVA must craft messages that restore confidence, not just excitement. Las Vegas has always relied on major events to stay full. Conventions, sports, and global shows once ensured packed hotels. These events brought steady crowds and strong spending. Today, even these attractions face questions. Visitors wonder if the cost is worth it. When doubt enters, rooms empty and casinos quiet. The impact spreads far beyond hotels. Restaurants feel slower at night. Bars serve fewer drinks. Taxi drivers wait longer for rides. Small shops see fewer footsteps. Every part of the city connects to tourism. When visitor spending slows, the entire system feels pressure. The LVCVA is racing against perception. They are trying to protect the image of Las Vegas as exciting and alive. They believe that a 30% increase in advertising can help reverse the trend. They hope to remind the world why the city became famous. Las Vegas still shines. The buildings stand tall, the lights still glow. But beneath the surface, the city is testing a new truth. Growth can slow, value can be questioned, trust must be earned again. The decisions made now will shape the city's future. Whether advertising can restore confidence remains unknown. For now, Las Vegas waits, watches, and hopes its message reaches the right hearts at the right time. This moment matters deeply for the city. Las Vegas has always survived by changing when needed. It has shifted identities, rebuilt dreams, and found new paths forward. The current slowdown is another test of resilience. Visitors still want wonder, joy, and escape. They simply want fairness and value as well. If balance returns, movement will follow. Until then, the LVVA continues its mission, pushing hope through screens and stories, asking the world to look again and believe once more. Change has always been the city's secret strength during uncertain times ahead. Las Vegas feels the pinch. Las Vegas has always been a city designed to welcome the world. Its glowing lights, tall hotels, busy casinos, and endless shows were built to attract visitors from many countries. For years, travelers from nearby states and faraway nations filled the Strip. They booked rooms, enjoyed meals, watched shows, and spent freely. Today, however, the city is facing a quiet change. International tourism is slowing, and the impact is spreading through every part of Las Vegas. Visitors from outside the country make up about 12% of all guests in Las Vegas. This number may seem small, but these travelers matter deeply. International guests often stay longer and spend more money than domestic visitors. They enjoy fine dining, premium rooms, entertainment, and casino games. When even a small number of these travelers stop coming, the loss is felt strongly across the city. Several reasons explain this decline. One major issue is rising prices. Hotel rooms cost more than before. Food, shows, parking, and resort fees have all increased. Inflation has touched nearly every part of a Las Vegas vacation. What once felt like a carefree escape now feels expensive. Many travelers, especially those coming from other countries, must think carefully before spending. Politics and global tensions have also shaped travel choices. Trade disputes, tariffs, and strict immigration rules created uncertainty for foreign visitors. During Donald Trump's presidency, policies and public statements made some travelers uncomfortable about visiting the United States. Even small changes in tone or rules can affect how welcome international guests feel. For many, that uncertainty was enough to delay or cancel trips. Canadian travelers offer a clear example. Canada has long been one of the largest sources of foreign visitors to Las Vegas. In 2024, Canadians made up about 28% of foreign tourists visiting the United States. By 2025, that number dropped to 23%. Air Canada traffic to Las Vegas fell by 40% compared to the year before. This decline alone represents a loss of around $4 billion to the United States economy, a serious blow for a city built on tourism. Local leaders understand the importance of these visitors. Las Vegas Mayor Shelley Berkeley has spoken openly about the need to welcome Canadians back. Their presence supports jobs, businesses, and city services. Still, inviting travelers back is not easy. Many international visitors who do come now spend less than before. Compared to domestic guests from places like California or Wisconsin, foreign travelers are cutting back, reducing the average spending per visit. Casinos feel this change immediately. Their success depends on guests who are willing to spend. International visitors often gamble at higher levels, book luxury rooms, and enjoy premium experiences. As their numbers fall, casinos must adjust. Some have reduced staff to match lower demand. Others are rethinking how they promote themselves to travelers from abroad. There have been small efforts to ease the pressure. Some hotels have removed resort fees during summer months, hoping to attract visitors with clearer pricing. Resorts World has also removed these fees, though it operates more like a shopping center with a casino attached. Downtown properties such as the Plaza and Circa have introduced all-inclusive deals. The Stratosphere has also begun offering competitive packages. These changes help, but they are limited. Most major strip resorts still charge extra fees, keeping costs high. Marketing remains a powerful tool. The Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority has the ability to reach travelers worldwide. Campaigns can be aimed at countries with strong ties to Las Vegas, yet marketing alone cannot solve everything. Travel budgets, visa rules, and economic conditions abroad influence decisions. When prices feel too high, even strong advertising may fail. Supply and demand also shape behavior. When rooms and fees rise, international travelers compare options. Many choose to wait or visit other destinations. This caution affects hotels, restaurants, casinos, and transportation services. Taxi drivers, rideshare workers, and small shops all notice fewer international faces. Some believe removing resort fees at major strip hotels could help reverse the trend. Downtown locations have tested this idea with success. The heart of Las Vegas spending, however, remains the Central Strip. Making stays simpler and more affordable, there could encourage longer visits and higher spending. Until then, pressure will remain. Despite these challenges, Las Vegas has always adapted. The city knows how to change and survive. International tourism remains a key part of its future. By adjusting prices, offering better value, and rebuilding trust, Las Vegas can invite the world back. Its shine depends on movement, and the return of global visitors may help restore the energy that made the city famous.